Thanks for sitting down, Torrey. Great to see you.
Nice to see you.
Thank you for helping our community. I don't know if people are going to see the video later.
Mm-hmm.
You took a good 15, 20 seconds to actually line up the putt. No one does that, but you're the only one that just drilled it on the first try. So kudos to you.
There we go.
And also, besides it, I know the Eagles and the Chiefs are playing, but I think your face might be around here the most on all the billboards. I'm serious. Have you seen it?
No.
No?
You joking?
No, I'm serious. At the media event the first day, Zach, how many times did we see Torrey on his picture just walking around? I waved. Yeah. Bring him back from the last Super Bowl. It was on the media day when we walked in.
That's funny.
One of the first photos you see, there you are. Smile. I said, hey, Torrey, because I get a response more from the billboard than I do from you. Than I get from you texting
Hey,
me.
just know, I will be on the podcast a couple times this spring. That's on me. You heard it here.
All right.
We're gonna get it together.
Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, but so overall, how you doing? You've been doing the Super Bowl media row side. What's it leading up as a player compared to now on the other side of just? I'm assuming it's way different schedules. You're a little bit more relaxed here.
Yeah, so there's no pressure here, right? You know, you have some obligations you got to take care of, but just honestly, just to be able to enjoy the moment, relax as a fan. And this city is really special. New Orleans is one of my favorite cities. Obviously special to us from having that start here in Baltimore. I had no idea what New Orleans was like besides the music that I like down here, and having the opportunity to play here was huge because my family had never been on a vacation, but I paid for everyone to come down for the Super Bowl. So I just, even walking here, I was like, man, like last time I was in this place, I was with my siblings, and, you know, we walked down, they were kids then, and had the opportunity to experience the Super Bowl from a fan perspective, which was completely different.
Yeah.
And just the food. I'm actually staying down here with Jacoby Jones' mom. Didn't even stay at a hotel because I wanted to make sure, you know, down here, get some time. She's like a second mom to me. And just the memories we have from it with Jacoby and being down here and arriving in New Orleans and her loading us up with food. And we've already continued that tradition. I will probably be 10 pounds heavier when I get back to Baltimore.
There's some good eating down
but
here.
You got to do it.
You got to
do it. And, you know, it's a blessing to be here.
You know, I think that's the part that you mentioned. That's why I wanted to kind of talk about the game, the headline. Those are the memories, but those other parts you just mentioned with Jacoby's family, mother, would you say it's those experiences that led up to the weeks, even back then, that those are those moments that you even, I want to say that are more gratifying is not the right word, but those are the things that stick out.
Oh yeah. You remember, and you remember everyone else's families, right?
Yeah.
You got to think about it. On a typical game weekend, you might pass someone's mom, sibling, leaving, going to the parking lot, right? Yeah. Hey, how you doing? But there aren't many opportunities where you're really like crossing paths.
Yeah.
So now at the Super Bowl, the families are staying in the hotel. So now you're getting to know some of your teammates' families, and you know, you're able to go and kind of be a little tourist when you get an opportunity. And even as teammates, you're trying different restaurants, like you're exploring the city a little bit, because you do have some time, especially later in the week, when it starts to feel a little more normal to kind of see it. And it's really cool. I always encourage the players, yes, it's a business trip, and you will be ready for it, but make sure you really take in what it exists of. Because I was like, man, there's nothing like walking around the city and you're like, man, this is our team. Like, you know, like we're here, you know, and to enjoy it, it meant the world.
What about, so obviously then Jacoby's family's been a catalyst for helping you get the scene here in New Orleans. What about then specifically, like what's the specialty? What's the New Orleans traditional food, or that she might have turned you on to? Because, hey, I'm looking for recommendations on what to try here, Torrey. Do you got anything for me?
Well, I know I can tell you what I did yesterday. Came in, went to Cashnets, same place we always stop when I'm there. I got us some crawfish, some boiled potatoes, some boiled corn, some turkey necks.
Okay, I'm hungry.
And we'll go back today, get some barbecue. But they have literally everything you need down here. You have your beignets, the charboiled oysters, char-grilled oysters. Yes, and I'm not a guy that I cannot do oysters like regular.
Right.
Like, shout out to our folks back home. But oysters are disgusting. It's like a loogie.
Whoa.
It's disgusting. Do you ever eat oyster without putting anything on it?
Yes, every time.
You are a different beast.
Okay, I also will eat a hot dog with no condiment on it too.
All right, so you're showing your character.
Wow, damn.
You're showing your character.
Okay, all right. This is not about me and my takes here. You would have said first
dry hot dog.
Okay, so if you came on the if you
now, if I'm hungry, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I haven't in my life done the same thing. But it's never been by choice. It's been out of desperation.
I'm just telling you, and this is for a whole different conversation. I think, do you really like a hot dog if you have to put a condiment on it? I'm just saying, a condiment can enhance it, but do you really like what you're eating? If not, it's the same thing with the oyster. Do you really like an oyster if you can't have it by itself? Obviously,
it tastes like the sea. It tastes like it's disgusting.
Maybe you know what? It's a breath of fresh air. It makes you feel like you're
little salt water smelling like the
okay. We're getting way off. So char-grilled oysters, Torrey,
that's the way to go.
Okay, so those are good.
Absolutely, like money, like every day, get it good.
Okay. So this, honestly, we could just come on here and debate food topics for whatever time
I think we will for the rest of our life. Now that I know you eat dry hot dogs.
Oh my god. Oh, you know what? It's okay. Yeah, Brad is so happy about this because I get roasted for this all the time. It's fine. It's all good. But I am a big foodie. Overall, I love to explore. That's why. So you're gonna have to. I was gonna say you can text me over the stuff, but I won't.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of the game wise, I mean, obviously had not just one Super Bowl, but the Super Bowl experiences. Is there a moment then from the games? I mean, I know Baltimore being the first one and
the power
and
going out
there
stands out. Being stressed out at the end of that game in Baltimore, like that was rough.
Which part were you stressed out with?
The whole part when I realized they were driving down the field and we weren't stopping them. And I'm like, we're not gonna have enough time to get the ball back and really score. And like in my mind, I'm comfortable talking about this now because you're always supposed to believe.
Yeah.
But I was preparing my heart for the worst and I couldn't take it. Like I was there stressing myself out. Yeah. And then we end up getting the stop and we're like, wait, we can't really move the ball because we're way down here. And Coach Harbaugh had that scenario that we knew we had practice about burning its clock out. And then you're like, wait, we still got to tackle him. Like, what if he runs this back? I remember Joe being on the sideline like, if he breaks it, can we tackle him? Like, is that just a penalty or like, does it count as a touchdown?
Like, soundbite
I just remember seeing it and I'm like, I don't know. What is it? Let me know. I will do it. But it's just crazy, like just thinking back about what it takes. And, obviously we got it done.
Yeah, you did. I mean, I'm glad. And I'll be honest, when the power went out and everyone was feeling good, and then I felt like each drive the 49ers had, I'm like, okay, good time to stop the bleeding here.
It was crazy.
Good time to stop the bleeding.
Stopped.
Okay, it's going to keep going. Please, you know what? Hey, and no holding call at the end. I thought it was a clean play. Let the boys play. Finished out, and you guys won the Super Bowl, second one in franchise history. That was an awesome moment. I'm glad you got to experience it. And I'm glad you got to experience the highs and the lows because that one was stressful as hell.
Was.
You guys were coasting. It kind of felt like after the Denver game, New England, third quarter on, the momentum was there. And then it felt like no chance you guys are going to lose this game until I guess was it the Caesars Dome at the time? I don't know what it was. The Superdome.
Yeah, it's always Superdome. I don't care what they call it.
They didn't pay the bill for that one. So, well, hey, I appreciate you taking time because I know you got to get ready you got something at 8:45.
Yes,
but anything you want to also talk about? Level 82, anything you got going on?
Level 82, we're in Baltimore looking for people that answer the phone to come hang out. You know what I mean? But, we have a lot going on in the city. We run Hilton Rec Center behind Green Street Academy. And we also currently are working our 7-on-7 stuff. We have 140 kids that we use 7-on-7 as a way to mentor them. We challenge them through the sports aspect of it, but we're doing something weekly to make sure that we're pouring into them. Ed Reed actually came on a week ago on Zoom to talk to the kids about setting standards.
Awesome.
I'll be talking with them about their identity this week because it's important for me that the kids know that they play sports like that, but they're not athletes. That's not who they are, right? It's what they do. Mm-hmm. And I think it's essential for them to learn that at an early age because when that day does end, because it's going to end, they're not in a place of not knowing who they are. Yeah. And that's important to me because of lived experiences. Yeah. I broke my leg in high school, and that was something that opened my eyes to like, man, like these coaches stopped calling me, right? Like what's going on? And then, you see guys transition out of the league and, they're lost. So I think it's important to the kids, let them know that there's other ways to be involved with the sport. We had a photo shoot the other day with Sean Hubbard, the Ravens legendary photographer. He's going and he filmed the kids, and he was able to share his testimony about how he got into it. And it's just a major blessing to be involved with the kids, teaching them the game, but also mentoring them through the game.
And that's a great thing. And I'll let you go, but we talked to Charlie Batch yesterday and the Best of the Bats Foundation. And
He's
I
awesome.
think the synergy, and this is the thing, I love having these conversations. So again, it's giving back and setting them up for the future. And that's what I think that we love, because you got to realize things end. And if I had the resources, or you had the resources, or others, you realize, can you put them in a better position? And that's what you're trying to do, what Charlie's doing, and a lot of people out there. So, Torrey, you got to run, so I got to let you go. But hey, I appreciate it.
I appreciate you. See you soon.
I'll see you in a year. I'll see you in a year and a half.
Soon, man. We could be on there.
Yeah, sure.
That's our word. Within the next 30 days.
Everyone
Balls in
heard
your
it.
court.